Wonderful souls, welcome to another episode of Heart and Soul. And today we're going to speak about sun. So I have my wonderful co-creator, my sunshine, Janet. Hello.
Hi, Caroline. Yes, we're shining today, shining very bright. I love last week we talked about the moon. This week we're talking about the sun and how, again, it impacts or influences our lives. And I am, well, both of us really are sun babies, aren't we? As Leos, we do. I know I love the sun. I'm not just very good being in a lot of hot sun, but I love the sun. I love to see the sun. What about you, Caroline?
Absolutely, absolutely. I thrive. When I see blue sky, sunshine, I'm just like a new person. And maybe because I'm sun sign Leo, born in August, with the sun up there. But also, I think, especially here in Switzerland, we have gray months. It can be gray for 3, 4 months. And then when you finally see the sun again, it's like, oh, I'm a different person. It's so joyful, it's energizing, it's uplifting. And yeah, I absolutely love the sun. And without the sun, there wouldn't be life, right?
Exactly, exactly. I mean, for me, I have a little sort of ritual I do in the mornings in that I will get up and even if the sun isn't there, but I love it when the sun is there. From my bedroom window, I've got a Juliet balcony and I can open the door and I sort of do a welcome into my heart, my soul space, and bring that lovely solar energy into my body's energy systems. And it always feels like a good start to the day. Do you do anything like that, Caroline?
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. I don't have a balcony, but yeah, I celebrate the morning with my dog walk in the morning, and just that's, out in nature, and when it's sunshine and I see over the Lake of Zurich and the mountains in the back, it's just like, it's so good to be alive and feel good. And also, I mean, the sunshine is, I mean, like you, I I need something to cover my head, and because I had some sunstrokes, and it's good to be in the sun. I love the spring, when it's warming up and you can sit in the sun and sort of like soaking it up. After a long winter, it feels like we need to recharge and get the sun. And in summer, of course, because if it's too hot, I love to sit in the shade and see the sun. And yesterday we went for a hike and it was sunny, but there were some clouds, and I loved that. Then when we were on that chairlift, you saw the clouds as shadows going underneath in nature over the fields and the grass, and that was so amazing. And you saw the difference of the shadow of the cloud and the sunshine, and just how different the world looks. And I think, yeah, they say without the rain, there's no rainbow, and we need both, of course. And nature needs rain, but sunshine is just like, I mean, can you really look up at the sun and not smile?
Absolutely. I mean, the other thing, I mean, you're saying about soaking up the sun energy. I mean, obviously, more and more we're hearing about how we need vitamin D, and vitamin D is produced by absorbing the sun and then it sort of creates vitamin D. So there is, I mean, I do go out in the sun as long as it's not scorching hot that I burn, but we do need some sun. We definitely do.
Yeah, and I think there's a saying, kissed by the sun. And I think I love that because it's sort of, yeah, it's just really great. And yeah, don't burn, but just 5 minutes in the sunshine, and it's so energizing, uplifting. And when I work with clients, I work with the navel chakra, yeah, where your belly button is. I work with that chakra. And it's not one of the most known ones, but I clear that out. And there is sort of there are our inner batteries, and we can recharge them. So just imagine like the sun is shining on your belly button and recharging your batteries. And then the sun, connect to your inner sunshine and let that sun grow over your belly, chest, legs, till your whole body is a beautiful, gorgeous inner sunshine.
When talking of chakras, I mean, obviously the other one is the solar plexus, which is just above the belly button before the heart and is a nice bright yellow. We think of the sun, solar sun, and that's where we sort of find the seat of ourselves, really, our confidence and who we are. And I think that's a wonderful thing as well. So definitely chakras play an important part, and the energy of the sun is important to our systems, our body's systems. And in fact, sort of more and more as I'm learning more about the energy systems, it's really quite interesting how the sun actually helps and changes our DNA pattern. It sort of like helps our coding. It also, when you mentioned about batteries, it was making me think of our trillions of cells in our body, which are miniature little battery packs, and put them all together, and that gives us our energy system, one of our energy systems. It's so incredible, but we need the sun.
Absolutely. And yeah, about solar plexus, there's another gorgeous exercise I do regularly, lying in the sun, and then I pull up my t-shirt just so that my solar plexus is exposed to the sun, and then I let the sun burn away all the fear and worries and clear out my solar plexus. So yes, we can stand more in our power and we feel more I am. This is so important. I think especially for women, we are as young girls, we are trained to please others, to serve others, to be always aware of other needs, and we never learned what we need. And most of us, we feel we're not good enough or not worthy. And when we clear out that solar plexus and can really come back to that I am, and I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am, it's just amazing. And yeah, shine bright like a sun.
Exactly. And as well, to me, I mean, it's in as well the heart area, the soul area, and all of that generates to me like a light, the sun. And I mean, I saw an image recently of a perception of where the soul sits in the body, but it doesn't, it actually sits outside of the body, almost like connected sort of to the almost to the heart area. And it sits like a ball of light. And the brighter, that is, it's like a guiding light. And I thought that's wonderful. It's like your own little mini sun to follow. And I love that idea, following your guiding light, following your soul's wisdom, following your soul GPS. And I thought that image really stuck with me. And I thought it's a wonderful, it's like we've got our own little sun.
Absolutely. And yeah, your soul shines up, and we can connect to the heart, the soul, the sunshine, and just our inner beauty as well.
Exactly.
Are there any sun rituals you're doing, Janet?
Generally, just the morning one is an important one to me. Sometimes on a lovely summer's day, I'd go and stand in my garden on my bare feet in the grass and do a bit of grounding, but you sort of then feel that sort of connection between the sun star and the earth star, that you're then, it's always like you're plugged in. And I love that, because you feel that you're getting that sort of energetic influence from above and below. And that's, to me, it just feels so wonderful. So what about you, Caroline? Is there anything that you tend to do?
I love sunrises and sunsets. So, I mean, of course, in summer, it's very early and very late, but sometimes when I go for a walk and the sun is just coming up behind the mountains, this is just like breathtaking. And it's sort of, yeah, like you on the balcony welcoming in a new day. But I remember, or I always love beach photos, you know, when the sun is setting or rising. And this is just amazing. I just love the sun. And during the day, sometimes playing with the sun, you know, taking pictures or selfies when the sun is sort of like right behind you, or when just the light of the sun is shining through trees or somewhere, and just playing with that sunlight, that energizing sunlight, and yeah, enjoying the longer days. I think
Yeah.
it's easier to get up when it's already light, and yeah, going with the seasons, you know, winter resting more, spring being energized, summer being out there, but also in here. And then, of course, when it changes back into autumn and letting go of summer. So yeah, the sun is amazing. And I wonder sometimes how people live in the Nordic circle, you know, when it's in summer, it's
Yeah.
light 24 hours.
To be quite honest, we went to Alaska a few years ago when it was in the summer, and it was exactly that. But you know what? It was wonderful because it felt like you'd such a much longer day to do things. And I mean, to be fair, all the hotels and stuff had really good blackout curtains. But even I remember as a child in Northern Ireland, because we were quite far north, and I was just back visiting my family quite recently, and I'd forgotten how it stays light. Like I was going to bed at 10:30, it still felt light. And I thought, oh, I'd forgotten about that. As a child, we'd be going to bed and it was still daylight. Um, it was kind of like memories like that. But to me, it felt great because it always felt like much longer day.
Mhm.
But on the opposite side is the winter months are hard going because of the lack of daylight, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's definitely, I mean, yeah, winters are quite dark already, you know, and I have a hard time. I mean, yeah, you get out of bed, but it's much easier in summer for sure.
It does. I think sort of the sunshine, even if
Mhm.
you're not a big sun lover, I mean, just a brighter day just makes you feel so much better, doesn't it?
Mhm. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the sun has so many benefits, and so many people only talk about the disadvantages. Of course, it's like everything, you know, everything is poison, everything is is healthy. It just depends on the dosage you're using. So enjoy the sunshine in a safe way, and yeah, connect to the sun. But please don't look directly into the sun, not even with glasses. That's not good for your eye. But yeah, enjoy the warmer temperature we are having here on the northern hemisphere now. And yeah, let us know what you love about sunny days or sunshine.
Just a couple of fun facts about the sun, because when I was kind of thinking about the sun, I thought, oh, I'll look it up. Do you know how far the Earth is from the sun?
Oh,
Any idea?
far, very far.
It's 150 million kilometers.
Wow. Mhm.
And if a plane flew there at 550 kilometers per hour, it would take something like 19 and a half years to get there. So that's how far away we are from the sun. But yeah, we can feel the impact of the sun. And another interesting thing is the sun has a cycle of every 11 years or so, roughly, that it flips the magnetic poles. And when it does that, it does have magnetic impact, and it's due to do it again in 2025. And we're already feeling the impact of increased solar flares. So watch out.
I love that. Yeah, the solar flares have quite an impact, and many people share about that. And I think it influxes our energy system as well. And yeah, sometimes when we're sort of like buzzing or can't sleep, can also be part of that.
Exactly, that energetic, yeah,
Mhm.
booster.
Thank you so much for sharing those amazing facts. 19 and a half years. Yeah, okay. That's quite.
Long time.
Yeah. Mhm. So, anything more about the sun or?
No, but I do, if you do, or if you are interested, I mean, do reach out to us, or even just like, go online and do a search. It's amazing the information that you will find about the sun. Going back to, different religions or different, civilizations that were worshipped sun gods. It is actually sort of really incredible that as human beings, we are drawn to the moon and the sun. We have that sort of the influence on them culturally, on so many levels is amazing. So yeah, there's so much more about the moon and the sun.
Definitely, definitely. And go back and listen to our episode on the moon from last week. We never discussed what we'll do next week, but we'll find a fun topic to discuss. So stay tuned and see you and speak to you again next week. Thank you so much for being here, and keep that sunshine in your heart and soul always.
Absolutely. Blessings.